Happy Tuesday. Today there is a new assignment for both science and history classes. So for science, tomorrow, Wednesday, is actually Earth Day. So we have an assignment for this week. Okay, in the years past, it was kind of one that you did mostly outside of class because we were also working on a different project. We already know that this year is a little bit different than what we were already planning for it to be. So we kind of shifted around and we're like, it should be really nice out this week and there should be some good moments. And, this would be a good excuse to get out and do some things. And maybe you've already done some of these things that you could use. If you just did them like this last week, that'd be more than fine, as long as you have the evidence to prove it. So with the Earth Day activities, there's a few things to go to and kind of just learn about like how our world has changed since 1970, for better or for worse, and then some activities that you get to choose from. So check that out. Read over that. The directions are all on there, and that's where you'll put all your links to any documents. If you want to get creative and make something out of recycled pieces and such, you can make some recycled art, maybe do some gardening, go plant a tree. I think we've got like a good 6 or 8, or if you think of something even more over and above that, let us know, and we have that. At the very end, we do have some links to go to that are kind of just some extra things, or ones that we had in the past that aren't as applicable anymore, just this year at least. You may have siblings that have done this before. I know there's one family for sure that they plant is it hundreds of trees or maybe thousands of trees? And their sibling was like, "Can I use that, Miss Maratik?" I'm like, "Yeah, definitely," when we did that assignment. So if you're that student, or I know there was another student who they did the greenhouses out of the egg cartons that did I send that out already, or will it be coming out soon? To kind of make a greenhouse to start growing some flowers. That would totally work. So that student could definitely use that as well. So check out those things. For history, we are learning about heading to the west. And with heading to the west, we're also going to be learning about the Oregon Trail. So get ready. You do need to learn about stuff on Tuesdays, so that on Thursday, there's a might use the F word and say fun activity that'll be coming up. So if you're thinking as far as history classes, where we're headed is we had all those presidents. Right now, America, those two big things are we're always talking about freedom and expansion. So we're expanding west. People want more freedoms. Native American peoples who are living on those lands and they were there first aren't really getting their freedoms or expansions. They're getting downsized and pushed off their lands. So we've got to keep that in mind. But that's the whole idea of where we are at in American history right now, good, bad, or otherwise. That's where we're at. We need to learn about that. In science, we are learning, so we just got done with geologic time, and now we're looking at pollution. So what are the effects? We had those animals here for how long? Right? All those other living creatures. And we have changed it drastically in a very short amount of time, which is what we're going to learn about. Our next thing is we're going to be getting into population and then learning about kind of cells and some things about what's making up living things. So that's kind of where we're heading for this year. So get ready. Get excited. There's those things to do. This Thursday, I'm looking to do a Quizlet Live individual with everyone for science classes. We'll have as many people as can join, and we will do Quizlet Live. It was pretty fun. We did it on Friday, and it worked really, really well. I think I mentioned that yesterday's video as well already. So check it out. Join us. I'd love to see all of you, especially if I have not seen you in a Google Meet or if I've not heard from you in an email. If I have, I'd still love to see you there as well. So for our skill today, I don't necessarily have a specific skill, but I want to share something. So I know how to crochet. I'm not the greatest at it because I can't really read a pattern. It kind of just ends up being bad. So I just kind of make up the patterns as I go along, and it works out mostly. But I found this yarn that I thought was really pretty, and so I bought it up. I think I had seven balls of yarn total. Yeah, I think so. And I was like, I'm going to make it. But then I started it, and it was way too wide. I was like, I don't want to make it now. So I finally, with all this quarantine things, it was on my to-do list. And I was like, okay, I ripped it all out, got it all going. I finished it. I've been working on it after school is kind of sort of done. And school time. And then before, it's nighttime. It's kind of like the day just doesn't ever end, but hopefully you understand what I mean by like my pseudo schedule. I finished it. I wanted to share it with you. So either you can log off or you can look at it, your choice. But this, I'll just put it on the floor. I guess I should have set that up ahead of time, but this ended up being about 6.5 feet or so. But that's what it ended up looking like. I even Googled it and figured out how to put a edge around, although like I said, I'm not the world's greatest crocheter, like as far as following a pattern, so I kind of had to make it up as I went along. But I finished it. So I'm really excited about that. Something I think that would be really fun to do. This might be a moment with Maratik. I've got a lot of blankets in my apartment. I wonder what it would be like if I put all the blankets on top of each other and then made a little nest to sit on. Quarantine is getting to be very long. Guess I'm getting a little bit bored, but that's okay. I've still got some other things to do, but that might be in a moment with Maratik coming up here, but whichever. Well, if you have made anything kind of cool that you'd love to share, I'd love to hear about it. If you have anything else, if you do have any questions, always let me know. I'm more than happy to help. Otherwise, have a great day, guys. Bye.